Hope you're doing well today, and thanks for stopping by. I've seen a couple posts asking about castration and how to do it with some older piglets. Every now and then it's something that does happen. We do try to keep piglets castrated at a younger age, but every now and then you've got some older ones that slip through the cracks that need to be done. So what I'm going to show you today is kind of a how-to on a larger male hog, probably about 40-pounder, and how to castrate that bigger pig because they can be pretty strong. So graphic warning, all that stuff. We're going to show you castration here. If you have a weak stomach, you can go watch Katy Perry videos or something like that. So, all right, so the way I do it with a knife is I use a real kind of basic utility knife. That way the blades can get changed out easily. It's not expensive. I'm not trying to keep track of medical knives. So this is just my standard everyday knife. Put a new blade in it when we go to do this. So that's what I use here. Also, we'll use iodine spray at the end, and that's what we use to treat the wound. So very simple on the equipment and on the technique. You'll see it here in just a minute. I'm doing this by myself. If you have somebody helping you do it, you can have them kind of hold the snout closed a little bit so they don't squeal loudly and excessively. But I'm going to do this by myself, so you might hear a little bit of squealing on this guy. All right, so here is our unfortunate candidate for today that he needs to get done and put in here with his buddies in a weaning pen. So getting a hold of them is half the battle. Come here, all right, so we're going to have the hog here, grab him by his hind legs, and I'm going to swing him between my legs and sit down on him with his back on the ground. So just like this. So you can see how I'm barrel riding him here. His head is out the back, and I'm kind of squeezing in with my heels, kind of holding him securely. Now I'm not dropping all of my weight on him. I'm just putting enough to hold him here firmly. Because when you're trying to castrate a bigger animal, most of their power is in their legs. So if you take their legs out of the equation, you can control them easier. Now I'm lefty, so I'm going to do this left-handed, but you can do it right-handed. Whichever way works for you. What I'm going to do, just to talk it through here first, is hold his legs up towards my pocket with my one hand, and then using the knife, I'm going to hold it like this, and then just do a scooping motion on each side of the scrotum to make that incision. And then I'm going to pull the testicles out until they break free. And that sounds a little bit gruesome, I guess, but that is better for the animal on bleeding because that artery is going to break up inside of him instead of being cut off here at the end and flowing. So I guess without further ado, we will get down to the business here. And I'm going to do this at full speed here. I'm not going to slow it down for demonstration purposes because I don't want this animal to go through more than he needs to. So here we go. Okay, so we made the cuts. Good cuts like that. He didn't squeal much. Now I'm just going to put my hand in here, pop these out and pull. One out. And two out. Now I am going to pull these cords because they can become infected. So we're just going to pull those out. Just throw them away. And boom, he's done. Hasn't hardly bled at all. Some iodine spray. And now I'm doing this inside the pen, so I just get up and let him turn around, and off he goes. And so you can see when you're doing that procedure full speed, less than 10 seconds is what you're going for, and he's off and going, and he's going to recover over the next couple days. In 5 minutes, he won't remember what happened. He'll be laying in the shade, getting a drink of water, and going about his piglet business. So hope that was helpful for you guys. Any additional questions, feel free to ask below, and I'll try to get to them when I can. And until next time, have a great day out there on the farm.